did. I never thought I'd ever get anywhere near Doctor Who myself. So actually coming into it, and I thought, oh, this is a 2-week gig. You know, great. Just do this down hospital and go away. But no, it's just carried on and on and on. And what, you have a commonality with the fans, because I experience exactly the same things you experience when you watch the programme, not having been in it, and then to be in it, you get an extra dimension because you're actually sharing. You're getting the fan and the show at the same time. It's quite an odd feeling, but it's delightful.
I was playing for a football team for a few years called the TV Entertainers, and like all the boys there, Ray Winstone, Phil Daniels, all of those boys, when I mentioned that I was doing Doctor Who, they were totally in awe. Yeah, like, Ray Winstone, what? You're doing Doctor Who, you lucky... you know, and it's like, and then it kind of hit home, yeah, of course, all my peers, all my contemporaries, yeah, something to pair in something like an institution's Doctor Who. I mean, I'm still here. I'm sitting here now talking about something, so I'm blessed in that respect.
Joe?
Well, I'm new to this kind of circuit. I think this is my 3rd Comic-Con, and but I have to say, I agree with you. It's a job. You have to deal with it like it's a job, any other job. But for me, I've been a fan. I remember, you know, wrapping my cousins in tin foil during Tom Baker's time and saying, "Now stop this! Oh, you can't be a doctor because you're a girl." Oh, baby, no. I saw it in the future. And also, being such a fan, you know, all my friends would get like a part on the show, and I'm like, I've never had an audition for this. Can I get an audition? What's going on? I want one episode. So when I finally got the call to say you've got an audition for Doctor Who, thank God they didn't tell me that I was auditioning to play a doctor. I think if I had known, I would have flopped that audition and I wouldn't be here now. I would have totally, the nerves would have, it would be too much. So they didn't tell you, they gave you some bogus script and you know, you did what you had to do. And only when I was offered the job, they said, and you're going to be a doctor. You know, absolutely mad. So yeah, it's like, and then if you're a fan, to suddenly being told, okay, you're a doctor, and now you come onto the set, this is your TARDIS. I've got to stand up. A TARDIS? Can you imagine? And normally, all the actors will know, for continuity reasons, you don't touch or do too many things. You've got to repeat it a million times. Where I was so excited getting this TARDIS, when we did the first scene, oh my God, I'm punching things, I'm flipping switches, I'm turning this, I'm doing this. And then you got to repeat it, and then the continuity person comes and says, Joe, so on this line you went like this, on that line you went Never do that, guys. It absolutely flopped me. But anyway, but no. Is it better? Yes, better to be a fan.
Well, I'm a fan of yours. No, I wasn't really a fan, but I did see it. Like Terry, I saw it when I was very young. And yeah, a bit younger than Terry, actually. But what I remembered when I got the opportunity to go up for the Cyber Leader was the Cybermen in the first episode that they appeared in 1966, and that was a nightmare to me. Really, it really entered my soul. This idea that we could be turned from humans into something which wasn't quite human, but you could see the naked hands and all that. So, I was a fan of that idea, and playing it made me even a greater fan of the people who wrote it and who thought of the cyber myth. And it seems to me that cyber myth is becoming something that we all ought to take on board and treat very seriously. Dyson, by the way, I don't know if you've seen Dyson's latest application, device, is to allow us to go through the city with earphones on and in a visor, and it looks so much like a Cyberman, the beginnings of a Cyberman. So I think, I'm a real fan of Doctor Who now, and I think it shows us the future.